Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have one set of minutes, is that correct?
One set of minutes, yes.
Okay, so that's December 14th.
Yes.
Have people had a chance to read through them? With a couple of inconsequential typos, nothing that changes our meaning. Anyway, I make a motion to approve them as they're typed up.
Second.
All in favor?
Okay.
Okay, and the other ones will be coming next
Yes.
time. Southampton Town Police Department, monthly report.
Right off the bat here.
Yeah,
Okay, so this was kind of a wrap up for the year also, but anyway, there are a lot of false alarms. There were 7 traffic stops with arrests. They don't tally that, I do. And I'm not really sure what it even means. I guess it was a traffic incidents that they were arrested for, right?
well, somebody's having a bad day.
And let's see. Yeah, so we were up on the burglary alarms, but I think most of them were false. They were from 13 to 22 in December. November was 13, December 22. All totaled 174. Fire alarms were 10, and total were 178. 10 was down from 27 in November. Ambulance calls 36 all year. Most things were down, except for the alarm, burglar alarms, like I said. And there were a total of 73 traffic stops this month, as opposed to 98 in November, and a total all year of 1,048. Nothing else stood out. General
Okay,
December.
thank you.
Yes.
Correspondence, we got a note from Larry Forster, handwritten, very nice. Just what she had told me last year, that people using the bridge kind of to decorate the area around the bridge. Let's see. Seasonal parking amendment. Let's see, we discussed this some last time. We have a resolution. Jeez. Sorry. I think the first one is permit parking on the north side of Daniels. The first 450 feet coming in from Town Line Road. So when the verge is clear to the beach, we're not going to have parking on Town Line Road to get to the beach, because that creates a traffic hazard. But if people want, they can park on the edge of Daniels, the north side of Daniels Lane. There's a nice big verge, and then they can walk the grass runway down to the ocean. Anyway, the first resolution, which I will make, authorizes the posting of those signs. I don't need to read that, I guess, right? And deem it read.
You can deem it read.
Any questions? Everybody understands what that was about?
So the parking by permit only area is on the north side of Daniels, west of the intersection.
450 feet west of the intersection.
Oh,
Yes.
450.
Yeah, the house on the corner is way back from the road and
Yeah.
the hedge, and
Yep.
so I don't see where it's going to
We
disturb
just
anybody.
cleared all that a year or so
Yeah.
ago.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's true.
so I'll make a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Okay, the second one is codifying what Bill and I were looking at, trying to permanently take down the signs on a section of Daniels Lane where there's no phone poles, there's no fences, there's no trees. And hopefully people won't start to park there and walk half a mile to get to the beach. We'll find out, I guess. Anyway, I think what it does is it removes signs and then puts them back for just sections. And so the middle section of Daniels Lane on both north and south sides will be clear of any signs. Visually, I think it'll look great. And hopefully it will not be a problem, but we can always put signs back if we have to.
If the drummers move to a different beach,
Oh,
you
God.
never know.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I'll make a motion to codify that amendment to the vehicle and traffic code. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Anybody opposed? Okay, great, thank you. Repaving. Yesterday, I took a ride with the engineer to look at Sag Road and Narrow Lane East. I don't know, anyway, he's gonna come back, they do some kind of, I don't know what their survey exactly amounts to, but he kind of went back and forth about whether they turn it up or they would pave over and whatever. I mean, he seems to know what he's talking about. He talked about, I asked him a lot of questions about, well, Town Line Road, which is a mess in which the highway superintendent in East Hampton, Lynch, is not interested in paving at this time. I asked him, Lynch had said that he wanted to, I guess they grind up 2 inches, which is about what's there, 2 inches of asphalt, and then put down 2 inches of asphalt. Right? Isn't that, you probably saw the email. That's what I remember that Lynch said, that that's all he was interested in doing.
I don't remember the email, so we'll wait on the bill.
Oh, okay. And he said nothing about, I mean, I think it probably does need some kind of drainage possibly. I know there are a few spots that might, but that depends. So I guess the engineers checked how the grade is shaped.
Some of them might be those corners as the new hedges, Parsonage and Daniels run into the old. That's where we're probably getting water. Maybe if it's fixed, we won't have drainage.
Could be, yeah.
So.
Well, I know there's some puddles where construction on the East Hampton side used our side for parking, and they ground out everything and rutted it, and it's a mess. And unfortunately, we can't find them for the damage they did to our road. And maybe at some point we need to make it no parking or something. But the construction, I think, is done. There are a couple of Michael Davis houses and some other stuff over there where all the ready mix trucks and stuff parked on our side of the road until they could get into the site. Yeah, Town Line.
There's been a lot of construction on that road for the last couple of years.
Right. And anyway, the engineer, I was asking him, I said, well, is that adequate to just take up 2 inches and put down 2 inches? And he said, well, it has a limited life. And I guess if you're an elected official, you try to make the asphalt go as far as possible. I mean, we've taken, trying to do a better quality job so it'll last a lot longer. If you only have to do prep once and it lasts another 10 years, why have to do prep every year? Well, he said typically roads last 12 years. Obviously, in our position, they've lasted longer than that. Yeah, and the current paving, Narrow Lane East, I believe, was done in 2004, and they did the 2 inch of asphalt thing. And it hasn't turned to a huge potholes, but if you walk on it, it's totally cracked.
On the edges.
Oh yeah, it's really, I don't know why. Well, I guess we haven't had a lot of frost because it's only got a few potholes, not a ton of them. But when we redo it, anyway, he's going to come up with the numbers on it and get back to us. Any questions? I mean, I did listen to him for a while. Hopefully learn something.
Well, they certainly did a nice job on the road to get that done.
Oh, yeah.
Repaved, so. Yeah, they've done they did the right thing, I
Yeah.
think, or we did the right thing and used the right amount of material to replace it, you know.
So Bill, I believe what he's doing right now is they're going to survey it.
They're gonna survey it,
Topo, figure out highs, the lows, the width,
right,
then he can do an estimate off of that. So
right,
that's probably what you'll see in February, should have it done by then.
right.
And
Yeah.
actually, your surveying will help you add another one to your road of survey to your records,
Yep.
which helps us when somebody's overgrowth. You know,
Oh, right,
it gives us the data we need to send the letter to say, guess what, your hedge is on the wrong side of the line.
oh, yeah,
So, I mean, it gives your office eroding when you guys
Oh, yeah.
want to clear with the
right,
town workers that work on our roads. The info, eventually we'll have every road, you know,
yeah.
which would be good.
Actually, there's not much more after that. New business. Quiet time of year. We don't have any special events yet. I guess
That's
there's
gonna
still-
be rolling, and we just got one today, but it's not to
Yeah,
quickly include that. Put it on the agenda. That'll be the Bridgehampton half marathon. May 5th, I think it is. So yeah, they'll start rolling in. Because Carrie's looking for something to do.
What time is that,
What's that?
the race, do you know, offhand?
Not
I guess it's in the morning.
Not
so-
offhand, but I believe it starts at like 8 or 9, I think.
It's an early one.
In,
They've done it for many years, so it's probably the repeat of last year's info.
That's the same route.
Yes.
so we need resolutions for expenditures. Is that something I read out of this report, or do I just make it up as we go along? Oh, there it is.
One or the other, then. You can do it off the agenda or off the warrant. So,
Okay, let's see, make a resolution to expend $66,514.89 out of the general fund. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
uh,
Let's see. No, tree fund, make a resolution to appropriate $13,000 from the tree fund. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And trust and agency planning, make a resolution to expend $346.88 from the trust and agency planning fund. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Our next meeting is February 8th. What is it, 25th of this month is the Supervisor Mayor Association. Do we have anybody going? I'm gonna
You're
go.
gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
Normally, they allow 2 per
Oh, okay,
municipality,
yeah,
especially with the COVID.
Right.
When you host it, you get to invite the whole board.
oh, okay,
But if somebody else wants to attend, let me know and I'll see if it's okay. It's gonna be a little.
okay.
Okay, Miss.
Oh, I was gonna say, that threw me because it's in our jurisdiction, but I get it now. North Haven has no restaurants.
Excuse me.
When is January, where is the January 25th?
Wolford.
At our place.
Well, it's like Wolford.
But it's
Happens
North
to be
Haven?
in the village of A village of North Haven is the.
Do we have to give them permission?
This is a special event for Carrie.
Normally they do it in St. Carlos, first time they've done it at St.
A lot of the restaurants are closed this time of year. He might have been having a little trouble finding a spot.
Actually, American Hotel, she was.
Oh, really?
Well, we would all go on. That would have been a good month.
If you've looked at finances, the funds coming in have been fairly decent, not a catastrophe. I think there was a thought that maybe things would have fallen off, building department funds and stuff, so we're doing okay financially, nothing to worry about. do a sleepover. And that's about it, really. Right, Rhoda, is there anything else we need to address?
That's all we got.
Well, thank you all for coming.
Unless you have any board reports, if anybody needs to. Report on anything.
Yeah, and architecture is next Monday at 12. Is it next Monday? Yes. So it hasn't happened yet, so,
But the zoning board happened on Friday.
I have nothing to report.
Okay. They did,
Yeah, they had a decision.
They had a
Yeah,
decision.
that was- yeah.
they
But nothing
denied
to
the
report.
application for
Yeah.
110. So, you know.
Okay. I guess I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Thank you very much.
I think that's the quickest one.
Wow.
I think that could be record-breaking.
You folks didn't get your money's worth.
High efficiency.